Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to the best rivalry in all of sports. At Yankee Stadium, here's the 2-1 New York Yankees take on their arch rival, the 3-0 Boston Red Sox, in their first meeting of the 2015 campaign. We'll take a look at the Red Sox starting lineup. In center field is Mookie Betts, followed by Brock Holt. First base, David Ortiz. Left field, Hanley Ramirez. Third base, Pablo Sandoval. Second base, Dustin Pedroia. Right field, Daniel Nava. DH, Alan Craig. And catching is Ryan Hanigan. And on the mound for the New York Yankees is the first-year Yankee, Nathan Eovaldi, out of Alvin, Texas, and Alvin High School. 25-year-old right-hander who went 6-14 and with a 4.375 ERA in 33 games started with Miami last year. He was acquired in the Martin Prado trade, which sent him off to the Marlins. And making his way to the plate to lead things off for the Bo Sox is the center fielder Mookie Betts, who's off to a slow start so far in 2015, as he is 2 for 13 in his first 3 games of the season. And Nathan Eovaldi gets set. Over the head, the kick and the pitch, and that's going to be down for a ball 1. So the 1-0 count now on Mookie Betts. Eovaldi over the head, turns, kicks, fires, and that's going to be grounded to Headley at third, fields it, fires the first. He was playing shallow, so he was there to field it no problem. As he fires over to first, Nathan Eovaldi. His fastball, slider, curveball, two-seamer, and changeup is in his scatting repertoire, and in his four-seamer maxes out at 97 the gun, and curveball can drop down all the way to 73 as Brock Holt digs in. Brock Star to be the second bat of the ball game for Boston. Eovaldi gets set to fire the first pitch in there, and it's in there, but it's just a bit outside for ball 1. So the count runs the 1-2. Here comes the offering from Eovaldi. That's going to be a hit in left field. Gardner is there, and he is under it to put it away for the second out of the top of the first inning as Eovaldi's cruising through this top of the order so far. And the 3-hitter, David Ortiz, digs in now. Big Papi. Here comes the first pitch from Eovaldi. That's in there for a first pitch changeup. 86 on the gun. Count runs the 1-2 on Big Papi. Here comes the 10th pitch of the ball game. The 1-2 from Eovaldi is going to be hit opposite way. Big Papi learned to take pitches opposite way. He's going to hit that one where nobody is standing because the shift was on, and David Ortiz has himself a single to keep the inning alive. So we're on first, being Ortiz, who is not the fleetest of foot, and Hanley Ramirez digs in. As the first pitch is going to be grounded to shortstop, Gregorius fields it on the run, fires the first, and that's going to be the final out of the top of the first inning. We'll have one hit from Big Papi, so one hit for the Red Sox, but no runs. We'll be back for the bottom half of the first for some more Yankees baseball. Welcome back to Yankees baseball. Let's take a look at the Yankees starting lineups. Leading things off in center field, the former Red Sox, Jacoby Ellsbury, followed by left fielder Brett Gardner, right fielder Carlos Beltran, first base Mark Teixeira, catcher Brian McCann, DH Alex Rodriguez, third base Chase Headley, shortstop Didi Gregorius, and at second base, making his first crack at the lineup for this season, is a new Yankee, Gregorio Petit, playing for the tired Stephen Drew. On the mound for the Red Sox is Justin Masterson, the Jamaican-born right-hander out of San Diego State, who spent all of 2014 with the Cleveland Indians and the St. Louis Cardinals. And making his way to the plate to lead things off for the New York Yankees, 4 for 14 in the season so far, is the former Red Sox, Jacoby Ellsbury. He'll dig in things into the batter's box to face Justin Masterson, who was originally drafted by the Red Sox and now returns since then, as the first pitch gets in there for a first pitch strike fastball. So the 0-1 count to Ellsbury. Masterson kicks, turns, fires. That's going to be grounded up the middle. The diving glove of Pedroia knocks it down, but he can't secure it. And Ellsbury is going to have himself a single, as it is ruled a base hit due to difficulty to field. And we have a base runner now as Brett Gardner digs in to lead off the ballgame, hitting over 500 in the season so far. As Masterson throws to the plate, and that's in there, but it's a 1-0 count as he falls behind Gardner. Looks down Ellsbury once, he takes off for second base as a pitch out, and the throw is high and not in time, as despite the pitch out, Jacoby Ellsbury picks up his second stolen base of the season as the count runs to 3-1 on the Gardner. And the 3-1 comes from Masterson. Gardner will ground this one to second base. Pedroia picks it up, fires. And that's going to be the first out of the top of the first inning to bring up the 3-hitter, Carlos Beltran, who is 2 for 11 on the season with no home runs and no RBIs, getting off to a slow start. And they needed to pick things up, hitting in that 3-hole, as the first pitch is in there for a fastball from Masterson, first pitch slider. Count runs to 1-1 on Beltran. The pitcher, Masterson, is going to be outside, ball 2. So the 2-1 count on Beltran. Runner on third is Ellsbury. The 11th pitch from Masterson is grounded to second base. Pedroia, he'll field this one. Take the easy way to first as he has no play at the plate, but Ellsbury does score on the play. So the New York Yankees jump off to a 1-0 lead. Here in the bottom half of the first inning with 2 outs as Mark Teixeira, the first baseman, comes and digs things in to be the 4th batter of the ball game for them. The 2-0 count on Teixeira. The pitch is grounded to Pedroia into the shift, who's standing way out in right field. Tosses it over to first, and that is going to wrap things up here for the first inning. As it's 1-0 Yankees lead. We'll be right back for some more Yankees baseball after this. Welcome back to the top of the 4th inning here for more Yankees baseball. Already 2 outs in the inning. Evaldi working on the second baseman, Dustin Pedroia, as the first pitch is down in the dirt, changeup. And it's a 2-2 count now. Evaldi over the head, the kick, and the pitch is taken for a ball up and in. The count runs full on Pedroia. Evaldi once again, here comes the 3-2. That's going to be grounded into left field, passed in between Gregorius and Headley into left field, so that is a base knock to keep the inning alive for Dustin Pedroia, as he'll find himself on first base as the right fielder Daniel Nava digs in. 0 for 1 so far in the day, who had a flyout back earlier in his first at-bat. So here comes the first pitch from Evaldi. That's going to be into the dirt with a changeup. 1-0 count now on Nava. Evaldi gets sets at the belt. The pitch is going to be ripped into left field. Gardner has some more action, as that's another base knock for the Red Sox. Nava and Pedroia are on first and second now, as Alan Craig, the DH, who is 0 for 1 so far in the day, with a ground out back in the second. Evaldi sets at the belt. Here comes the pitch, and the first pitch is in there for a changeup, strike 1. Count runs to 0-2 now. The 55th pitch of Evaldi is taken for an outside ball. Slider, 2-2 count now on Craig. The pitch is grounded down the third baseline. Headley fields a jump throw from foul territory, and he's safe at first base. The effort from Headley was just not enough, as everyone is safe, and we have bases loaded now for the Red Sox as Ryan Hannigan digs in, and the first pitch will be in there for a ball, so it's a 1-0 count on Hannigan. Count runs the 1-1 now. The pitch from Evaldi is fouled off down the third base side. Full count now on Hannigan. The pitch from Evaldi is grounded to Petit at second. He'll field this one, toss it over to first. The scoop from Teixeira, and that'll get out of the bases-loaded jam. Evaldi works his magic, gets out of the jam, and keeps the 1-0 Yankees lead intact. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to the bottom half of the 6th inning for some more Yankees baseball, as Jacoby Ellsbury digs in to lead things off in this inning. 1 for 2 on the day with a single back in the bottom half of the first. As the first pitch from Masterson is in there on the bottom corner for a first pitch sinker strike, as the count runs to 0-1. The second pitch from Masterson is going to be ripped into left center gap. That'll roll to the wall as Ellsbury rounds first. It's finally at the warning track, and he is not stopping at second base. He'll head into third as the throw is into the cutoff man, the throw to the plate, and Jacoby Ellsbury has himself a stand-up triple. He'll lead up the bottom half of the 6th to bring up yet another speed demon in Brett Gardner. That's Ellsbury's first triple of the year, as the first pitch from Masterson is in there for a strike 1, as the count runs to 0-2, as he is ahead on Gardner. The third pitch is swung through the down and away sinker, and Gardner goes down swinging. He'll head back to the dugout in the walk of shame. And now on the day for 0 for 2 so far, Carlos Beltran digs in. Masterson sets at the belt, looks down. Beltran, the kick and the pitch is in there for a ball. 1-0 count now on Beltran, as he is up in the hitter's count. Here comes the pitch, and you can watch it go. Carlos Beltran, see ya. 2-run shot. That's how you drive in your man as Carlos Beltran picks things up in the season. A much-needed home run from the 3-hitter. Carlos Beltran hopefully turned things around the season as the Yankees now have a 3-0 lead over the Red Sox here with only 1 out in the bottom half of the 6th as Robbie Ross will enter the game, the left-hander. So far, 1 appearance, picks up 1 win in 2/3 of an inning pitch. And he'll come in to face Mark Teixeira, who's batting from the right-hand side of the plate from earlier batting on the left-hand side. First pitch in there for a first pitch strike. Curveball. Count runs the full now into Teixeira. Ross sets the belt. The kick. And the pitch as Teixeira pops this one up into right field. That is shallow. Nava is there, and he puts it away for the second out of the bottom half of the 6th inning. And that'll bring up Brian McCann, who's 0 for 1 on the day. He had a walk back in the 2nd. And he's currently sitting on 199 career home runs. So number 200 will be nice for some insurance runs. As the first pitch is in there for a strike as McCann fouls it away. Count runs the 1-2. The 11th pitch from Ross. Here it comes on the 1-2, and he gets him strikeout backwards K looking. As McCann goes down, but not before Beltran connects with an absolute monster of a home run to give the Yankees a 3-0 lead. We'll be right back for some Yankees baseball after this. Welcome back to the top half of the 8th inning as Craig Breslow, the Connecticut native out of Yale, enters the ball game for the Bo Sox. 2 games appeared so far, 1 on record in 2 1/3 innings pitched, and he'll be facing Jacoby Ellsbury, who has had a single and a triple so far in the ball game and has crossed the plate twice already. As the first pitch is in there for a strike from Breslow, fastball, count runs to 0-2 now in Ellsbury. Lefty, the offering is ripped into center field. That'll land for a base hit as Betts can't quite get to it, and Ellsbury has himself a lead-off base knock. He is now 3 for 4 on the day. Solid day for Jacoby Ellsbury. As Brett Gardner steps into the batter's box, and Ellsbury takes off for second base. He'll slide in, avoids the tag, and he's in there for his 2nd stolen base of the day. So now he has 3 hits and 2 stolen bases. 1-2 count now on Gardner. The offering from Breslow is ripped into right field into Nava's glove. He'll throw home as Ellsbury's testing him, and he guns him down at the plate. Daniel Nava comes up firing, and he guns down the speedy Ellsbury at the plate as it's still a 3-0 ball game. But Gardner now on first base. He takes off for second as Beltran's at the plate, and he slides in safely for a stolen base as we have another runner in scoring position now in another speed threat of Gardner. 0-1 count on Beltran. The pitch is ripped opposite way. That'll roll to the wall as Nava will have to collect that one. Betts is there as Gardner is already scoring, and Carlos Beltran. Every run that has come in this ball game, all 4 of them have come off this man's bat. 4 RBIs for Carlos Beltran on the day. Solid day all around. So Beltran on third now with 2 outs as Brian McCann comes up with 2 outs. The full count is ripped opposite way into the glove of Hanley Ramirez in left. And that'll end things here for the bottom half of the 8th inning as the Yankees now have a 4-0 lead. We'll be right back here for some more Yankees baseball after this. Welcome back to Yankees baseball here in the top half of the 9th inning as Dellin Betances, the closer, comes in to close out the ball game with a 4-0 Yankees lead. He's appeared in 3 games so far as 2 saves and 1 blown save, which is why the ERA is in the 11s as the first pitch to Pablo Sandoval is in there for a ball. As he falls behind a Sandoval, 3-0 count, and that's going to be in there for a strike, 3-1 now. Betances gets set at the chest. The kick and the pitch is going to be softly hit to first base as Teixeira fields it himself, steps on the bag, and that's 1 down in the top half of the 9th. 2 outs away from closing this ball game out as 2 for 3 on the day. Pedroia steps in the game, steps in the batter's box. The first pitch from Betances is popped into center field. That's where Jacoby Ellsbury lives, and he is under it to put it away for the 2nd out of the top half of the 9th, and we are 1 out away from coming out of here with another Yankees victory. Betances gets set at the chest. The pitch to Daniel Nava is ripped into right field. That'll roll into the gap to the wall. Warning track fielded by Ellsbury as Nava heads into second base standing up. He has himself a stand-up double here with 2 outs to keep the inning alive, and the Red Sox hopes alive. As Alan Craig, the DH, steps in the ballgame, he's 1 for 3 so far with a single. Back in the 4th, the first pitch from Betances is fouled off the cutter. Count runs to 0-2 on Craig now. The pitch is going to back Craig off the plate with a 97 fastball. You don't want to get in the way of that one. So count runs the 1-2, the kick, and the pitch from Betances is swung through the slider, and Betances picks up a strikeout. And the New York Yankees come away with the victory. The Yankees win here at Yankee Stadium over their arch rival, the Boston Red Sox, by a score of 4-0. As the Yankees improve to 3-1 in the season, and the Red Sox drop to 3-1 as they are now tied for first place. Carlos Beltran was awarded the Player of the Game award, as deservedly so, as he went 2 for 4 on the day with a home run, a double, and 4 RBIs. Every run that came across the Yankees' plate today for their runs was manufactured by the 3-hitter Beltran. Jacoby Ellsbury also had a nice day, 3 for 4 with a triple, 2 singles, and 2 stolen bases, as Nathan Eovaldi picks up his first win in his first start for the New York Yankees. As it'll wrap things up here for this matchup as the Yankees come out on top by a score of 4-0. I've been your host, JerseyBorn, and I'm saying goodbye.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees.
Women to the party like y'all, what's up? Tonight is bottoms up. Throw it on down, rock this quiet little country town. Get up, drop the tailgate on your truck. Find a keg and fill